I'm over here talking to myself. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Hello, Clyde. Hello, Jurgen. Thank you all so much for being here. As you all know, it is Friday, so welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm going to get my uniform on. We are going to be streaming on Food Talk TV, so I am not ignoring you. Hello, Ken. Hello, Ann. Hello, Ivan. Hello, everyone. But they want this to be an exclusive stream, so I have you all behind the scenes. So if you could help me out, and if anybody's commenting and saying, "Oh, she didn't see my comment," I come on before, I go live on TikTok, and then after. So if you want the engagement, just go over to Food Talk TV, which is on TikTok. All right. Hello, Bert. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me get their uniform on. Hello, Incredible. Thank you all. Where is it? Apron. Oh, there it is. Y'all know how I feel about this painter's apron. Hello, First Buddy and Abora. Let's see if we can get this on. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We're going to be making banana bread today and doing something with some Thanksgiving leftovers. So this is going to be slightly longer because it's got to bake. And I'm going to bake in the air fryer. Did I get this? Hold on, y'all. All right, I think we're ready. I just had the echo going on. All right, so let's see if we can go live on TikTok. Did I mess this up? Oh, Lord mercy. Oh, my word, y'all. It's always something. I tried to set it up before, but it messed up. Let's just call it banana bread. I'll just call it bread. And let's go. Hello, everybody. Come on in, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to Food Talk TV. Uh-oh, do we have this mirrored correctly? Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie, and I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. Today, we're going to make a couple recipes. We are going to make a Hawaiian banana bread, and then we're also going to make a recipe that I saw on Dollar Tree dinners for like a Thanksgiving casserole. I'm going to use the air fryer. If you're new here, make sure you are subscribed. Thank you all for tapping, sharing, and liking. I usually cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes, but when I'm cooking for others, I do use full flavor ingredients. So come on in. If you want the recipe, it is on foodtalktv.com, and you all can catch me Fridays, usually at 4 p.m. Central, which is 5 p.m. Eastern. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's get it started. I'm going to clean off the counter and wash my hands, and then we'll get started. So I like to say I am not a baker, I am a cooker. I think baking kind of intimidates me because you need to be pretty precise with ingredients, and I like to just kind of go with the flow. But one of the things about me, I'm also an Airbnb hostess, and I have a mother-in-law suite, the other side of the house that stays pretty empty, but I do rent it out. Usually I have long-term guests, but I had a sweet couple from Tennessee wanted to have a little getaway, so they booked, and the wife brought this amazing banana bread. And I gave it to Marcus. The whole family was together for Thanksgiving, and he devoured it. So I asked her for the recipe, and she shared it with me. Of course, I'm going to put my own little spin on it, but that's what we're making today. All right, come on in. All right. So again, welcome to Food Talk TV. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we are going to be making a Hawaiian banana nut bread. So as per usual with baking, you're going to have your dry ingredients on one side and you're going to have your wet ingredients on the other side. So I'm going to get 2 bowls out, and we're just going to follow step by step. We'll combine them, and then we're going to put this in the air fryer. All right, so let me get our 2 bowls. come on in. Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. All right. So I have a recipe here, a secret recipe, but I'm going to walk you all through it. And again, the recipe is going to be on foodtalktv.com. All right, so for our Hawaiian banana nut bread, so this banana nut bread was sweet and very moist, which I think is amazing. All right, so let's get started. So we need 3 cups of flour. So we're going to use regular flour. So this is not a gluten-free recipe, but I do have all-purpose flour. So let's go ahead and get that. Just have it in this container here. Usually if I were making a version for myself, I would probably use like a gluten-free flour, like an almond flour, coconut flour. A couple things to keep in mind while we measure this out. So we need 3 cups. So I have my 1 cup measure here. So I'm just going to put 3, and we're going to put all of our dry ingredients in our large bowl. All right, let me make sure that you all can see. All right. So if you're substituting, almond flour is basically crushed up almonds, which is great because it avoids the grains, but it is calorie dense. So it's not necessarily a low calorie substitute. However, it will keep you gluten-free. Almond flour isn't going to rise as much. I probably should get these pretty precise. Y'all see what I'm doing. It's not a full cup, so let's go a little bit bigger. Almond flour will, it's not going to rise as much. So in a lot of baking recipes, you're going to have baking powder added if you're doing like low carb or gluten-free recipes so that you get that rise. All right, so we have about 3 cups of flour. All right, let me just get a paper towel here. Come on in, everybody. This is Food Talk TV. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. Today we are making a Hawaiian banana bread. I have some struggle bananas over here that are looking quite sad, but I think they're perfect for banana bread. So I'll show y'all. Laugh or don't laugh. They're looking kind of janky, but hopefully we can peel a couple of these and be good to go. But when I'm always talking to you all about keeping fruits on the counter, especially for the kids, that's the fruit basket that I have. So it's usually apples, oranges, whatever they can grab and go. Hello, I'm doing well, Georgia girl. Hello, Diaz. Thank you so much for being here. Today's a good day. All right, so we have 3 cups of flour. Now we need 2 cups of sugar. So I am going to be using regular sugar because I am actually making this for others, not for me. If I were making this for me, I would probably do a, obviously a sugar substitute, but we're gonna do regular good old cane sugar. All right, so we need 2 cups of this, and we're going to add that to our flour. Thank you all so much for being here. If you all like banana bread, put the banana emoji in the chat. If you like other things in your banana bread, put that emoji in the chat. We're going to do a chocolate banana bread, chocolate chip, because that's what Marcus wants. I'm sure there's all kind of other different variations, so let me know if you all like it. We're going to add 2 cups of sugar, and again, this is regular cane sugar. You like banana bread? Melissa, yes, absolutely. All right, so this is just organic, so it's not all the way white, but it's going to be regular sugar, so this is not a sugar-free recipe. All right, but if you... You know when I said I'm not a baker? Let's put some of that in it. Y'all, that's a lot of sugar. And we're going to be putting crushed pineapples. Ugh. I'm already, my brain is already like, that's a lot. All right, you all like the banana bread. Okay, so we have 3 cups of flour and 2 cups of sugar, about. All right, and now we need a cup of chopped pecans. So I do have some pecans. I ordered chopped. They didn't have chopped, so I got the pecan halves, and we're going to have to chop those up, all right? So let me measure out a cup. So we have pecans here. Wait a second. This is 4 ounces. I'm just going to chop the whole thing. A cup is, yeah, I'm just going to chop the whole thing. I don't think it matters, a little extra. I am not a professional chef, all right? So we're just going to figure this out. This looks like, you know, about a nice handful. Quality control. All right, so we have some pecans here. We're putting all of our dry ingredients together. We're just going to chop those so that you have small. You want a little bit of pecan. Let me put a towel underneath here so it doesn't move. I'll just put a mat. So when you have ingredients inside something like a banana bread or muffins, you could make this into a loaf. We're gonna make a loaf. You could also do muffins. You could also do little mini loaves. This time of year is a great time of year. Sorry, y'all, that's loud. If you're good at baking, you could absolutely gift these to your neighbors. Everybody's doing well? Come on in. Do you say pecans or pecans? I'm in the South. I still say pecans. How do y'all say it? Tomato, tomato, potato. I don't think I've ever heard potato. But obviously, if you can't have nuts, you can omit this. I don't know, maybe do raisins or something else. But I think this is good. And I will just call it about, let's put this extra sugar back. I'm just going to call it about a cup. Let's get our scraper. All right, just to eyeball it, it calls for a cup of pecans. So it's going to be a little bit more than a cup. I think y'all will be all right. So it's going to be a little extra nutty. So it's supposed to be a cup of pecans. These were pecan halves, and we just kind of chop them up. All right, so that's going inside here. We have 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, and 1 cup about of pecans. This is a great use for bananas that are a little bit past their shelf life. We got some struggle bananas over there. So you don't want to waste. Ingredients are expensive. All right, next we need a teaspoon of baking soda. So I have some. And we're going to add all of our dry ingredients together. Just move this here. All right. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making a Hawaiian banana bread today. Have I ever made this before? No. Has that ever stopped us? No. I was gifted a banana bread from my Airbnb guest, and I asked for the recipe. So I'm making this for Marcus and for someone special. All right, so we need a teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to add all of our dry ingredients. Now, this recipe has it going into the oven, but I'm actually going to use the air fryer, and I don't preheat. So we're just going to see how it comes along. And then we also need a teaspoon of salt. All right, so we're going to add our salt in here. A little bit more than a teaspoon, but all right. And a teaspoon of cinnamon. So that's going to be all for our dry ingredients, and then we're going to mix it together. So again, we're making Hawaiian banana bread. And so far we have 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of chopped pecans, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, so I'm going to take the top off here. Let me just wipe this out so we don't contaminate. And cinnamon is going to give us that warmth. All right, everybody, come on in. Thank you so much for 1,600 likes. Welcome to Food Talk TV. Food Talk TV has live cooking content every day. There's a different chef every day of the week. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and I'm usually with y'all on Fridays. Fridays at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, so this is what we have. It smells amazing. Flour, sugar, pecans, cinnamon, salt, and baking soda. So I'm just going to get a spoon, and we're going to stir it up. And the reason why you want to mix your dry ingredients is so that everything combines well. Because when we mix the wet ingredients in here, what you don't want is like a big old clump of baking powder or salt. You want everything evenly distributed in the loaf. So I'm just kind of folding in. I think I might have done a little bit extra sugar. But this is not for me. So again, if I were doing this banana bread for me, I would use a flour substitute. Almond flour, we talked about almond flour. It is going to be a little bit more dense. So you'll need to add some baking powder so that it can rise up. If you're using coconut flour, hello Diaz, as I was just thinking that, thank you for telling everyone. You're welcome. Remind me what I said. I forget sometimes. But I'm glad it was helpful. Oh, as far as mixing your ingredients. Okay, if you're going to use coconut flour, just be careful. It works, but it's going to be very drying. It can make your baked goods a little bit like chalky, make you have to drink something. So sometimes people will do half almond flour and half coconut flour. All right. Can I repeat the recipe you just came in? Absolutely. So we are making Hawaiian banana nut bread. If you want to screenshot this is what we are making. So far we only have the dry ingredients. 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of chopped pecans, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, and 1 teaspoon cinnamon. All right. So we're going to set that aside. And then next we're going to go with our wet ingredients. And I forgot to get the eggs. They are in the garage. So let me get the eggs. Welcome to Food Talk TV. It's Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I make food and femininity content, but today I'm making banana nut bread for you. Hawaiian banana nut bread. All right, so we need 3 eggs and we need to beat our eggs. So let's go ahead and do that. I have a little gravy boat here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Thank you all so much for being here. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you are tapping and sharing. Make sure you go to foodtalktv.com where you can find this recipe and all of the recipes for all of the wonderful sweet and savory meals and treats that are made on Food Talk TV. All right, so we have cooking content every day of the week, and I'm usually with you all on Fridays, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. All right, so we have 3 eggs here. We're going to beat these eggs. I just wanted to go ahead and get them opened up. All right, so let me just clean my hands really quick. Hope everybody's doing well. If you like banana bread, today is your day. We're doing Team Sweet first. Then we're going to put this in the air fryer. I like to bake in the air fryer. I do have an oven. We used it a lot yesterday, but usually when I'm cooking for one, I don't really use the oven. So, all right. Let's go ahead and whisk these eggs together. So we need to beat these well. So we're starting on our wet ingredients. Oh, Nancy, thank you for the compliment. You are too kind. I just like to represent myself well and represent you all well. I'm very grateful. I'm very happy. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. All right. Come on in. Make sure you're tapping the screen. This is Food Talk TV, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. All right, so we have 3 eggs. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the second bowl. So we have our dry ingredients in here. I'm just going to set those aside, and we're going to put our wet ingredients inside the bowl, starting with 3 eggs. And I just put them in this gravy boat just to, I don't know, pretend like I know what I'm doing. But usually you crack them in a separate container. That way, if you get any shell or anything, it doesn't mess up. All right, so we've got that. Let me just keep this here. Now we need 2 cups of ripe banana mashed. I'm not really going to measure it. I'm just going to get 2 bananas. I'm assuming a banana is a cup. So y'all see my struggle bananas here. All right, so we're going to try and get the ones that don't look too bad. But if you have bananas like this, don't waste them. We're going to make banana bread today. What you can also do, you can peel them before they ripen all the way and then freeze them peeled. And our oldest, Marcus, he loves a smoothie. So you can get your bananas and peel them. I'm just going to get a bowl to mash these in and then just freeze them whole. Dia says those are just right. Thank you. I think you're right. We have our struggle bananas here. Let me just get a bowl to mash them in. We're just going to mash them with a fork. And I'm not going to measure. Okay, I'm not going to say what I'm not going to do. I was going to say I'm not going to measure. We'll just assume 1 banana is 1 cup. So I'm doing 2 bananas. So I could pretty much double this recipe if you all want. Maybe we could do another one, do one in the oven and do one in the fridge to see, in the oven and in the air fryer. All right, so it actually looks good. Dee Dee says, can you hold up the recipe again? It was blurry. Okay, sweetheart. And it is also on Food Talk TV. All right, so I'm holding it. Hopefully you can see this if you want a screenshot. Hawaiian banana bread. And it's also on Food Talk TV because I'm adding some chocolate chips on top. So I'm putting my own spin on it. All right. So we've got 1 banana, 2 bananas. So anyway, what I was saying is if you have bananas that are starting to ripen, go ahead and peel them. If you like smoothies, this one's looking a little bit sad. But in my freezer, I'll have like a whole banana like this just in a Ziploc bag, or you could do banana chunks. That way, when you're doing a fruit smoothie, you can just throw your frozen bananas in there instead of buying them. So we're gonna call this 2 cups of ripe banana, and I'm just gonna get a fork and we're going to mash them, okay? So welcome in. This is Food Talk TV, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. We are making a Hawaiian banana bread. This is a first for me, so I'm very excited. But again, I was gifted a banana bread and gave it to Marcus. I did try it. I had a slice. It was incredible. It was sweet. It was moist. It was wonderful. Donna says you should try fresh strawberry pie with 7-minute frosting. That does sound yummy. Tell me, is it like a strawberry shortcake? Basically, if it's fresh strawberries and you put it in a pie crust and then just put like a whipped cream topping. I'm not much of a baker, but baking is nice, especially this time of year. All right, so our bananas are mashing up really nicely with vanilla ice cream. Yes, y'all, we had so many pies yesterday. Pumpkin pie, apple pie, sweet potato pie, pecan pie. We are pied out. All right, so we have our mashed banana here. I think it looks really good. And just for no reason, I'm just going to scoop it in here to measure and see if my estimation was right. Recipe calls for 2 cups of banana. This is kind of 1, so I'm going to put this in here with the egg. Really, it's probably like 3 bananas. All right, let's do 1 more. Yeah, let's do 1 more. Because it was really like 1.5. All right. Pie crust, fresh berries, and 7-minute frosting. That sounds incredible. It is really good to have easy desserts. Let's take this one that's not on the struggle bus. Too bad. It's really good to have easy desserts that you can whip up. You know, this time of year, not everybody is enjoying the holidays, so you never know what you can gift to somebody that makes them smile. Oh, Dia says you're going to get so fat next month. You know, this is that time of year. We all struggle with something. And if you like to eat, like clearly I like to eat, it can catch up with you. But here's the thing. It's a holiday for a reason. We don't do it every day. But I haven't really, I had an apple. I was still kind of full from yesterday. I had everything, 1 plate. But I had 1 of everything. I didn't go back for seconds. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything in moderation. I struggle too. But, you know, you don't want to make yourself miserable. All right. So the recipe calls for 2 cups of banana. So I am doing 3 bananas. And that's giving me approximately the measurement. So it's going to be nice and chunky. All right. And these are really ripe. So they mashed up really well. All right, and we're putting that in our bowl with our wet ingredients. So if you're just coming in, we are making Hawaiian banana bread. And I think this makes 2 loaves because it's starting to look like a lot, y'all. All right, quality control. So good. Okay, I didn't use this on the raw eggs, right? No. Oh my goodness, come on in. Make sure you all are tapping and sharing. Thank you for almost 4,000 likes. Welcome to Food Talk TV. I'm Foodie Fridays with Maggie. Well, this is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, scraping the bottom of the bowl. Don't act like y'all didn't do that. One of y'all was hanging around waiting for that spatula. All right, let's clean up. All right, so we got our banana. Let's see what's next. We need a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And I know some of y'all are going to be yelling about the oil. Look, I'm following the recipe. I am not the food police. Do what works for you. Dia says I didn't go back for seconds, but you grazed a little bit. Yeah, I've made sure everybody was served first. Then I had a big plate. and I sat down. I cola passed, and then I had some pie and ice cream. Let me know what was everybody's favorite yesterday. The one thing I forgot, Alex likes mac and cheese, and I didn't get mac and cheese. I had it catered. We did Cracker Barrel, so I'll make sure we're going to celebrate Christmas early. We're going to do it on the 22nd because I want to take Marcus to Ghana. Our oldest is signed with the Marines, so I want to make sure he knows where his home, his maternal home is, since the boys were born here. All right, we need half a cup of vegetable oil. So we're going to add some oil. Of course, there's substitutes. I think you can do applesauce and all kind of stuff like that. We're just following the recipe. We have our dry ingredients and we have our wet ingredients. We are making Hawaiian banana bread. All right. Oh, that's not oil. Hold up, y'all. I know I got. Oh. Real? Oh, here it is. Okay. Apologies. I try to have everything ready. You know those cooking shows where everything's laid out in advance and nothing goes wrong? This is not that. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Thank you all for 4,500 likes. Make sure you tap and share. Make sure you're subscribed to Food Talk TV. All right, so we just have some struggle vegetable oil. I know how y'all feel about the oil. Use whatever oil works for you. All right, olive oil, mustard oil, applesauce. The first time I make a recipe, I always try to follow their instructions, and then after that we can substitute it. Dirty Stalker, interesting, says recap. I'm new here. Well, if you're asking, I would be happy to. We are making a Hawaiian banana bread. So we have our dry ingredients here, and the recipe is on foodtalktv.com. We have 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of chopped pecans. We have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda mixed and set aside. In our wet bowl, we have 3 eggs and 3 bananas. So we beat the eggs and we mash the bananas. Now we are up to a half a cup of vegetable oil. All right, so we're just using regular old vegetable oil. All right, if you don't like it, use the oil that you have. All right. And then we need 1 cup of crushed pineapple drained. That's what's making it Hawaiian. So I placed an order for crushed pineapple. Perfect. So this is 8 ounces. 8 ounces is a cup. So this is what I got. This is just Dole crushed pineapple in pineapple juice. So I am going to drain it, but I'm going to save the pineapple juice. Why? I don't know. But something tells me if I pour it down the sink, I might want it later. I don't know why. So I'm just going to pop the top here and open it up just a little bit. And I'm going to pour out. Actually, it's not much, y'all. Let me get a strainer just in case it's like stuck up underneath there. All right. So this is the crushed pineapple. Some of y'all were using that with your ham yesterday. We're going to get that liquid out. And we are going to add just the pineapple into our wet ingredients. All right. So it may not be a whole bunch of liquid. I've never cooked with crushed pineapple before. So let's see. All right. Actually, there's not too much liquid in there. So I'm just going to put the whole thing into the bowl with the wet ingredients. We have just a little bit of liquid. Again, I'm a cooker, not a baker. So we will see how this comes out. All right. So I'll just set that off to the side. And let's see what the instructions say. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So let's get some vanilla, and then we're going to mix it up. Oh, let me turn on the light. All right. Oh, right there. Oh. So much in the pantry. All right, so we have some vanilla extract. We need 2 teaspoons. So we have our teaspoon out here, and I'm just going to pour it in. You could do any extract. You could probably do cake batter extract. This is vanilla, and you could do extra vanilla if you want to. All right, combine in the medium bowl, and then we're going to add the wet to dry. All right. Come on in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making Hawaiian banana bread. All right. So let me get, oh, I licked that spoon. So let's get a new one. All right. Make sure everything goes together well. So in this bowl, we have 3 beaten eggs. We have a half a cup of vegetable oil, 3 mashed bananas, dirty stalkers, already ready for banana bread. All right, well, we got to cook it. And I probably will go ahead and turn on the air fryer. I'm usually not a preheater. What do y'all think, air fryer or oven? DS says, do you have to preheat the oven? Yeah, I was going to do this in the air fryer, but what do you all think? Should I empty the oven and actually do it in the oven? Something tells me I should. Because this is actually going to be pretty big. All right. So let's go ahead and preheat the oven. And maybe I'll do something else in the air fryer. All right. I use my oven for storage, so we got to empty it. All right, all my stuff in here, all the extra, and let me move it because I know we have people who are like, I can't take in all the pots and pans. All right. So I keep the good stuff in the oven, and then I use it like twice a year, like your old grandma that doesn't use the dishwasher. Oh, heavy. And then we're gonna preheat the oven. You don't air fry. I use the air fryer all the time. All right. So the air fryer is basically just an oven with a fan. Love says air fryer. We might be able to do both because this makes 2 portions. And I have an idea for something I want to do. I want to make some minis. All right. And then I got to get the one in the back. One day I left one in there and I was baking. All right, so let's go ahead and take this last one out and go ahead and turn this on to 350. All right, I think I might be able to do 2 things. You keep all the expensive cast iron. Yeah, my cast iron is down there in that warming tray. Absolutely, so some of you will understand. Okay, so to recap, again, welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie, and I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. Debbie says, don't you have room in your cupboards for pots and pans? Sweetheart, I have so many. So many. All right, full of pots and pans. Maybe I need to do a giveaway, but I have pots and pans that I use for day to day that the kids use because I've taught both boys how to cook. And then I have pots and pans that I save for streaming because people will talk about your pans. I really don't care, but I give you all the good stuff. Okay, so now we have our wet and our dry. Add the wet to the flour and stir by hand until it is just moistened. All right, so again, our dry, Dirty says you're old. I am 49 today, and next year I will be 50. So I believe in aging gracefully, and I say do what works for you. If you've got a whole bunch of space, absolutely. All right, so we've got our wet and dry. We're going to mix this together. All right. All right, so we've got that warming up. Let me just turn the light on so everybody can see. And then we're just going to slowly mix this together. It actually makes quite a big batter. So again, welcome to Food Talk TV. Aw, thank you, Jay Nurse. I'm going out for a very special dinner after this. So I am making you all a banana bread that I am going to give to my dinner companion. So I'm going to make 2, one for Marcus and one for Mr. All right. So in here, we have our flour, we have our sugar, we have our pineapple, and it smells really pineapple-y. Aw, thank you all for the birthday wishes. It smells very pineapple-y. We have chopped pecans. We have vegetable oil. I just want to make sure that I get all the clumps. You see how there's still some dry pockets in there? So it doesn't have to be perfect. I think I'm going to get the spatula and just kind of scrape down the sides.
And usually when I'm not in the kitchen, I do stream every day, but if I'm not in the kitchen, I like to make dining documentaries for you all. We're going to a very fancy restaurant in Atlanta that I've been to before, and I did a review. And the owner and executive chef saw my review and told me when I come back to ask for them by name. So who knows what's going to happen tonight? But I'm very excited, and I will be posting pictures and do a recap on my channel. All right, y'all, I just want to make sure I get all of the dry pockets. Again, we are making a Hawaiian banana bread. I want to make sure that I get it all combined, not over mixing, but I'm just really making sure that we get it combined. Whew! This is an arm workout, y'all. Thank you all so much. Mary Beth says exciting. It is exciting. You know, the channel and the content that I make has opened so many doors, and I am very grateful. But like I always say, I'm just a mom and a home cooker, even on special days. All right, I think this is looking good. I think this is looking really good. Whew. All right. So now what we're going to do now is go back. I do have a bread loaf pan, and I also have all right, if this will fit, banana bread is usually, I have a loaf pan, let's see. Okay. So we're gonna do our traditional looking great. Thank you, Mustard Queen. I am wearing today, well, you all can't see, I'll take the apron off at the end. I am wearing Kate Spade. I got a new dress for this special day, and I put some tights on because it's cold in Atlanta. And I did have a white belt to match, and then I have my my Old Navy pointed flats, and Kate Spade bracelet, and this is the birthday gift. This is a Citizen watch, so very grateful. Okay, so we are going to do our traditional banana bread in the loaf pan. It says to spray it with Pam, so let me get some spray. I'd probably do parchment paper. We'll do parchment paper in this one, and we'll put them both in and see how it comes together. All right. So I have this Crisco Pam. Well, it's not Pam. Do I have Pam? I don't know if I have Pam. Oh, I do. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll use this one, saute and grill. All right, so we're gonna grease this up pretty well. Usually I do parchment paper. It's snowing, Dirty Stalker. Yeah, it's cold here in Atlanta. The restaurant that we're going to is in the city. I'm out in the suburbs. And you know, us out in the suburbs, we're kind of spoiled where you park and you go right into the restaurant. But he told me to dress warm, so I'll make sure I have my coat because we have to park. And you know, city restaurants, you gotta walk a little bit. But I'm very excited. All right, so we're gonna do this recipe. Again, we're making Hawaiian banana bread, and it says this makes 2 regular loaves or 5 baby loaves. Okay, so the recipe is up on Food Talk TV, but this is what we're making if you want to screenshot it. So let's go ahead and get this in here. Now, this is supposed to bake for an hour, so let's go ahead and get it in. All right, so I'm going to pour about half, and then leave some for it to rise. And then Marcus wants chocolate chunks. Well, Marcus wants chocolate chip on top. So I'm just going to cut up some chocolate chip and put that on top. Well, I have this Hershey's. Shout out to the boys. He ate part of it. So I'm literally just going to take this Hershey bar. I don't know if this is going to go well with the pineapple, but we'll try. And then I think I'll do the mini loaves. Oh, it's not too bad. You know what? Should I just break it? I think I'm just going to break it. I almost feel like I should chop it up, but just gonna see what happens. And go ahead and put this in the oven. All right, so this is going in. We'll just put this down here at the bottom and let it do its thing. Let's do the timer. Okay. Oh, I turned off the whole oven. Hold up, y'all. I'm messing up already. Timer. Okay, I pressed off instead of start. The other thing I think I want to do, I have these silicone liners or silicone. I think these are for protein bars. Oh, I had a little extra piece of chocolate, but it's got teeth marks in it. Kids. I think I'm gonna try and make some mini loaves for Mr. I think that'll be a good portion. We'll give that a try, and then we'll put these in. We'll put these in the oven as well. All right, so I'm going to spray with the other one. I'm going to use it silicone, so it probably doesn't need any spray. Thank you. That's why I was gonna use the air fryer. Thank you for telling me about the balloon spray. So this is just a silicone mold. I think I got it on Amazon. You can make your own protein bars or chocolate bars. Thank you, Dirty Stalker. Thank you. We have over 6,000 likes. So I'm just gonna spray here. And I think I'm going to just spoon in and see if I can smooth it out. Again, this could be a great gift. Teacher's gift, end of year gift, only if you're good at it. And I'm not saying I'm good, but if it turns out well, if you have neighbors, I'm just going to kind of put it all over here and then I'll clean it up. If you have neighbors, you know, this time of year, I'm blessed to have a big family and they all live in Atlanta. All right. But not everybody does have family close by. So this could be a nice little treat. Or if you're doing meal prep or portion control, this could be a way to have a treat without eating the whole loaf. I don't know about y'all, I'll tell on myself, but don't open it. Don't give it to me. Because if it's open, y'all know how you just take a bite and then you take another bite and then you take another bite and then you're like, what happened to the Oreos? I don't know. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Food Talk TV. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making Hawaiian banana bread. We have a proper loaf in the oven. All right. I'm just trying to see if I can make some. When I saw mini loaves, this is not a mini loaf pan. I probably could have done a cupcake and make banana muffins. We're winging it. All right, let's just scrape this down. And then while this is in the oven, I saw a recipe on TikTok that I'm going to show y'all from Dollar Tree dinners that really just touched me. And I think I want to make it and give it away. All right, so we're just scraping this down. Make sure you are subscribed. Food Talk TV has different live cooking content every day of the week. And I'm usually here with you all on Fridays at 4 Central and 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Usually I cook with substitute ingredients, sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. But I'm making this as man food, so I always give the men the full flavor. All right, I don't make them suffer through my substitutes, but you could absolutely make substitute banana bread. All right, so we've got this in our molds. Struggling. All right, let's see if we can kind of make it look a little bit nicer and clean off the sides and just make it look better. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to Food Talk TV. All right, so I'm just going to clean up my mess. I'm going to get a spoon and we're just going to try and, or a spatula, put that in each of the different little compartments. All right, I'm going to use the back of the spoon. So there's all kind of molds you can get on Amazon or whatever. And I don't know, this might be like a candy bar shaped
loaf. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you for the gifts. We appreciate the support. This is Food Talk TV, and I am Maggie on Foodie Fridays. Foodie Fridays with Maggie. Today we are making Hawaiian banana nut bread. So we have pecans, bananas, flour, sugar. We have crushed pineapple. That's what makes it Hawaiian. And it actually makes it, naturally sweet and moist. So this is not a substitute recipe. All right. It is that time of year. It's a special day and a special season. All right. So I think this looks pretty good. I'm just going to wipe this and we'll put it on a tray and see if we can get this in the oven. Or let's see if it'll fit in the air fryer. I'm always down for a cooking experiment, but we've done the proper one in the oven. All right. So if this is a complete disaster, but this could be great for portion control. And I'm just wiping with a wet paper towel the sides. We all eat with our eyes first. So it's nice to have something that looks like you might want to eat it. All right. So I'm not going to do anything on top here. No chocolate chips or anything, but you absolutely could. All right. So let's see. I have a feeling this might be too big for my air fryer. Let's try it. I'm going to put some foil on this just so in case anything bubbles over. Where's the foil? All right. Okay. We probably used a lot of this yesterday. Hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. If you're still in the spirit, feel free to say what you're thankful for. That's my family tradition. We always go around and say what we're thankful for. And this was a very special Thanksgiving because if you know, I'm a boy mom, 2 sons, 15 and 17. And since Marcus is signed for the Marines after he graduates next year, this is his last Thanksgiving that we know that he'll be home. So we wanted to give him everything that he wanted. And my mom and dad, Nana and Papa, gave him the blessing. And we all had memories of him as a baby. And then my brother, Uncle Phil, passed the carving tradition on to Marcus. All right, let me focus. Let me use my... Something is telling me this silicone is going to be not a good... I'm going under here with the whatever this is, the pizza spatula. All right. It worked. All right. We're going to put this one in the air fryer. Okay, can I get it off? All right. So if you're new to my cooking, everything is a struggle experiment. All right, this kind of overlapped a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. We're making Hawaiian banana nut bread. We got a loaf in the oven, and then I'm going to put these little mini bars. And if they're good, who knows? Maybe I'll give them away, ship them. All right, so I didn't preheat the air fryer. Let's see if it'll fit. Thank you all so much for the badges. All right, so again, flour, sugar, egg, oil, pecans, pineapple, cinnamon, salt, baking soda, and I say egg, I think. Okay. We're just gonna go. Oh dear. I got a bad feeling. Hold up. Okay. Let's give it a try. So we're gonna do 350. Well, let's just do. All right, and turn on the light. All right. So we have a banana nut bread in the oven. Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. It's working, I know, right? I'm very excited. So we're making Hawaiian banana nut bread. So I'm an Airbnb hostess. My current guest, beautiful couple from Tennessee, when they checked in, the wife gifted us pumpkin bread and banana nut bread, and Marcus devoured it. And so I asked her for the recipe, and she shared it. That's what I'm making it. Jody Ann says, "Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm going to be a Marine mama." He is brilliant. I'm that mom. He's 1200 SAT, highest ASVAB in the school. But Dad's family is all military, and I asked him to take a look at all the branches, and he said he wanted the hardest one. So we're very proud of Marcus. Okay, so we're going to clean up here. We've got our banana nut breads in the oven. So we got some time while these bake. And I'm going to show you all something that came up in my feed that you can make for Thanksgiving. You can make it for yourself. You could make it and give it away. It's going to be a casserole type dish. This could also work great for leftovers. That's what I want to try and make. All right. We're almost at 10,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 10,000 likes. Thank you all so much for being here. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making Hawaiian banana nut bread. Mom says clean as you go. So let me just rinse this stuff off and clean off our counter. And make sure you're subscribed to Food Talk TV. There's different cooking content every day of the week. And usually I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. But whenever I make a recipe for the first time, I try to make it exactly per the instructions. I messed up a little bit already, but it's gonna be sweet. And then after that, you can customize it or, make it your own. And the reason I try to follow their recipe is just to make sure I can copy what I experience, because I'm all for cooking experiments and doctoring it up. But if you do that from the beginning, the scientist in me is like, you don't have a control. All right. In the kitchen says, I just followed you. I was looking to see who you were. Thank you for saying your name so I can find you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm grateful. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. I make food and femininity content. Yes, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm usually with you all here on Fridays, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. I'm in Atlanta, so I'm Eastern time. All right, so let's continue to clean up. Our pineapple, we're done with. I'm just going to move everything out of the way. We have a banana nut bread in the oven, and then we also have mini loaves in the air fryer. So we'll see what it is. Foodie Fridays with Maggie. If someone can put Maggie, the substitute teacher, I will pin it so you all can see who I am. But yes, I am Maggie. All right, so far so good. I was a little bit nervous. I'm a cooker, not a baker, but we're trying. All right, so let's get rid of everything. If we're good at this one time in a row, then we're gonna be making banana bread a lot, because I don't usually eat banana. I love banana, but I try to stay with the lower sugar fruits. So when I buy banana, I usually buy it for the boys. Marcus loves it in his smoothie. However, they live with their dad. They come to visit me. So if they're not here and I bought these calorie-rich and delightful treats, then I'm looking at the banana. The banana's looking at me in the kitchen. Says, you like the pink? Thank you. Pink and red is my favorite color. I think pink was my favorite color growing up, and then it turned into red, but I'm kind of a pink and red. You see me coming. But thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Very kind of you to say. All right, so let's move all of our ingredients, and then we will move to the second item on the list. It is a Thanksgiving casserole. Another thing I have never made before, but let's do it, right? Everybody good? Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Just cleaning up here. We're going to wipe down the counter since we had some raw egg. Ooh, sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to be as loud. I know that's a little loud, especially with the speakers. Forgive me if you had your earpiece in. All right. Ah. Thank you all so much. Everybody's doing well. Welcome to Food Talk TV. Oh man, that was fast. We moved up to 12,500 likes. Let's see if we can get to 15,000 likes. All right. And I know we got some banana bread lovers in the house. Let me know what everybody's favorite dessert was from yesterday. My dad is apple pie and ice cream. If Papa doesn't have apple pie and ice cream, it is not a holiday. All right, let's clean off the counters. I was gifted a sweet potato pie. And for those of y'all that were with me on my unboxing, Marcus found it in the trunk. I had catered Cracker Barrel, and it actually came with a pecan pie that I forgot to show y'all. So it came with pecan pie and pumpkin pie. I added the apple pie.
because I believe give the men what they want, right? Ooh, let's see. In the kitchen says pecan pie and strawberry pretzel salad. That sounds amazing. I've never heard of that. Is it a salad like a fruit salad, or can you describe it? I'd love to know more about that. Strawberry pretzel salad. And are strawberries in season right now? Maybe where you live. I'm in Atlanta, so, but y'all, the way we live now, you can get any fruit anywhere, right? All right. So we are cleaned up. I'm gonna get my iPad and I'm gonna show you all this Dollar Tree recipe that came up in my feed, and we're gonna try and recreate it. We are making a Hawaiian banana bread. We got a banana bread loaf in the oven with chocolate for Marcus, and then for Mr., we're making some banana bread mini loaves in the air fryer. So we have two things baking at once. All right, we'll see how they go. And it's supposed to be an hour, but did I put the time on there? Not really. We'll just do 50 minutes. When you're cooking with the air fryer, because it's smaller, it doesn't, it heats up more quickly. So you can either lower the temperature or you can lower the time. All right. But my mom taught me to cook with all my senses. All right. Look at it, watch how it's going. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's starting to rise up in the air fryer. In the oven, it's doing its thing down there. Mom says, touch it, see how it feels to you. Smell it, catch it before it burns. Taste as you go, as long as it's not raw. So that's what I do. All right, in the kitchen says the crust is a pretzel crust, and the middle is cream cheese mixture, and the top is strawberry jello. Mercy. I love it already. That sounds so good. Let me clean my hands and show y'all what else we're doing. All right. So we got 45 minutes on the oven. All right, everybody doing well? Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for 13.6 thousand likes on Food Talk TV. All right, let me get my iPad. All right, y'all. So I like to get inspiration from everywhere. So on Food Talk TV, on TikTok, there is a channel called Dollar Tree Dinners. And I always say ingredients are expensive. We're blessed if we can eat 3 meals a day and throw food away. Not everybody is that fortunate. So this channel, she makes all kind of meals using ingredients from the Dollar Tree. So for me, I love it. And I go, and if you have a Dollar Tree that has a refrigerated or a freezer section, you may be able to do some of the same things. Jody Deanne says, can you just eyeball the air fryer? Can you open the oven while baking? You can. I probably wouldn't. So here's the thing. Hello, Glenda. My air fryer, I don't know if y'all can see it. Okay, you can see it. I have the Power XL, so it's like an oven style, and I like that because I'm turning on the light. It has a glass door where you can see through. If you're doing like wings or fries and you have like the type with the pull drawer, you can open it, shake it up, and check it back. But the oven is supposed to be sealed so that the temperature stays consistent. So that's why our ovens have glass doors so you can see. If you're roasting a chicken or something, maybe, but every time you let the hot air out, it's got to get back to temperature. So it's just going to take longer. I probably wouldn't do it. I'm not a baker, so maybe someone who's a baker can. All right, let me show you all this recipe. This has over 7 million views. So I bought the ingredients, but we're going to try and do it with leftovers.
Thanksgiving dinner on a $20 budget from Dollar Tree, and the main dish is what I'm calling the best of Thanksgiving casserole. I started by preparing a package of plain instant mashed potatoes. I swapped some of the water for chicken broth and added milk and margarine, and I seasoned it well with salt and pepper, and this went into my baking dish as layer 1. For layer 2, I added a can of French-style green beans, which I had drained. For a few extra dollars, you can also make this layer into green bean casserole. Layer 3 was 2 cans of turkey. I drained them, but I saved the broth for my gravy, and then I shredded the turkey with a fork to make sure there was a little turkey in every bite. Layer 4 was the roasted turkey gravy I made using the broth I saved from the canned turkey and some water. Then for the final layer, I prepared the turkey stuffing mix using the rest of my chicken broth instead of some of the water. I rehydrated dried cranberries by soaking them in water, and I folded them into the stuffing before spreading it on top. I topped this all with a few pads of margarine, and I baked this casserole at 400 degrees for 30 minutes until the edges were bubbling and the stuffing was golden brown. This casserole is the reason I think this is my best Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner yet. The richness of all the flavors, the little pops of tart cranberries, then the crispy bites of stuffing on top make it a must try. If you've been needing an easy and affordable Thanksgiving dinner, this is the one to make. Even if you only make this and not the mac and cheese and not the apple pie bars. You've got a packet of mashed potatoes, green beans, 2 cans of turkey, roasted turkey gravy, stuffing mix, and dried cranberries. That's 7 ingredients plus margarine, milk, and chicken broth. 10 ingredients at $1.25 a piece means that just to make this casserole, you're looking at $11.25, which is an absolute steal because this would definitely feed 4 people with a significant amount of leftovers. And if you've been feeling like you're not going to be able to have a Thanksgiving dinner this year because you can't afford to make one, hopefully you can afford to make this. I made a 3-course Thanksgiving.
What do you all think? Okay, so Snooki says, nope, not having it. Jody says Dollar Tree is now $1.25. I know, shout out to inflation. But when I saw this recipe, I was like, OMG, this is amazing. You know, we were lucky to have a full catered Thanksgiving. I cook every day, so on the holidays, I have it catered. I like to enjoy. We've talked about that before. I can cook the whole thing from scratch, but you know, by the time you get the house ready, the kids ready, yourself ready, it's a lot. But this would be great for anyone who's on a budget. Also, like I say, if you have neighbors, you never know if you have students or older people. I just think this is amazing. I think I want to make this whole pan and maybe take it to the Marines when Marcus is working out with them. Okay, so I bought the ingredients. I'm going to show you all the ingredients, and we're going to try and recreate this with leftovers. So we got some time, so welcome in. This is Food Talk TV. We're almost at 15,000 likes, so thank you all so much for watching. We are making Hawaiian banana nut bread. So that is done. It's in the oven baking. 1 with chocolate on top for Marcus, and then 1 mini loaves. Let's see how they're doing. Looking good, kind of brown. I think I'm going to turn the temperature down and just let them continue to cook. So while it is cooking, we are going to, I'm going to show you all these ingredients. You love Dollar Tree dinners? I know, Mustard Queen. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so my mom brought over some shrimp or something like that, and I'm reusing this from yesterday. She had like foil or something in here, so this is clean. All right, so I'm not going to actually make this portion, but I want to get the ingredients out so you all can see. All right, so this is Dollar Tree dinners. So her first layer was mashed potato. So I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday, close to me, and I'm just going to show you all the ingredients. And I think maybe on another stream, I'll actually make it. But this is what I got. So she said plain mashed potatoes, okay? So Idaho mashed potatoes or whatever brand. I guess you could get the cheese or the chive or whatever, but if you're going for that classic Thanksgiving, it's probably just like a regular buttermilk mashed potato. All right, so we have that. That would go in the first layer. So what I'm gonna do as a substitute, I think I'll make it in this pie dish or something. No, I have a square one. We have leftover mashed potatoes from Thanksgiving. Uh-oh. All right. So when I was packing everything away yesterday, Jody says Dollar Tree rules. When I was packing everything yesterday, I was like, what if we did this with our leftovers? So this is leftover Cracker Barrel. So this is the Cracker Barrel mashed potatoes. So I am going to try and recreate this. I've got like a small pan here. We're going to take the mashed potatoes. Maybe I should microwave them and put that in the first layer. All right. The second thing that she does, let me look and see. After the mashed potatoes, yep, she goes in with the mashed potatoes as the first layer. And then green beans. So I bought these at the Dollar Tree, and she uses the French style green beans. So you would take a can of green beans and then you would drain them. So this would go on layer 2 for your casserole. But we have leftover from Cracker Barrel
the green beans that came with our catered Thanksgiving. So quality control, research, delightful. I am going to put these on top of the leftover mashed potatoes and see if we can make it, why not, with leftovers, all right? So this could be 2 ideas for you all: an affordable family Thanksgiving, or something that you could give to someone in need, or a great way to use leftovers. All right, so first layer is mashed potatoes. Second layer is drained green beans. And then the third layer, I think, is the turkey. Okay, y'all, I did not know this. Y'all know I am here for canned chicken, but did you know that Dollar Tree sells canned turkey? You can actually buy already cooked turkey, white meat turkey in water at Dollar Tree. So this was her third layer in her casserole. Hello, Red Wagon Bakery. Hello, Mustard Queen. Hello, everybody coming in. We're at 14.9 thousand likes. Let's see if we can get to 15,000. Exactly. In the Kitchen says it was great of her to post that video. I am so inspired, y'all. Leftovers or make it on your own. All right, so I got 2 cans. Her recipe calls for 2 cans. If you can afford it, you could absolutely double this up and have more protein, but this way you get that turkey in every bite, all right? So what we have left over from yesterday, so the catering that we had from Cracker Barrel, it was turkey breast. And so I don't have a lot left, but this is the turkey breast that was left, and it looks like probably enough for the 2 cans. So I'm just gonna chop this up, and we're gonna use this leftover turkey in our casserole, all right? So either you use the canned turkey or we have the turkey leftover, all right? And then let's see what else after the turkey. I think it's gravy. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put gravy all over the turkey. Now here's the thing, I'm really light on gravy. I think I gave some of it away. So I'm gonna kind of, let me show y'all what we have first. Did I get gravy? Yes. So this I bought from Dollar Tree, so you can buy turkey gravy and make your own. Okay, so this makes a whole, how much? Like a cup and a half. So you need a lot of gravy. I don't really have some. We'll figure it out. But you're gonna put gravy on top of your turkey. All right, so that would go in your casserole. I have some turkey gravy left over. This is nothing. And then I think I have some mushroom gravy. Let's see. It's not as much, but if you watched my Thanksgiving stream yesterday, I did an unboxing and I made some biscuits and gravy for the boys. And this was Campbell's beefy mushroom condensed soup, which I could probably, since it's condensed soup, I could probably just add some water and, we'll figure it out. But leftover gravy, all right? So just enough to put in the pan to get a nice little layer, okay? And then after the gravy is the stuffing. So I did buy at the Dollar Tree, they have stuffing. So you can buy this stuffing mix at the Dollar Tree. Or I do have some left over from Cracker Barrel. Now this is cornbread stuffing. This is just stuffing mix for chicken. I don't have as much, but we do have some cornbread stuffing. Now the other thing that she did that I'm gonna go ahead, I won't because I have cranberry. You see what she did? She actually put her cranberries inside the stuffing. So what she did, I could not find cranberries at my Dollar Tree. Hold on, y'all. Let's check on our banana bread. It's really coming alive. I'm gonna turn the temperature down. Y'all, the air fryer is coming along. We'll give it like another minute and then we'll check on the ones in the air fryer. The one in the oven, we're about halfway through. All right, so we're making Hawaiian banana bread, but while it's baking, I'm just showing you all an option either for Thanksgiving or, Christmas or whatever you celebrate, a gift or something you can do with leftovers. All right. So I could not find cranberries at my Dollar Tree. The only thing I could find was like a cranberry, like trail mix. And I guess that would work, but I ordered cranberries from Walmart. All right, so she used dried cranberries and then she put some in a container with water to rehydrate them. So that would go mixed with your stuffing. But I actually have leftover from yesterday cranberry sauce. So this was the cranberry sauce that came from Cracker Barrel. So I'm actually going to use this with the stuffing, or maybe put some little dollops in. All right. Now, the only other thing she said is if you want to elevate it. Oh, cranberries sold out at your market too? Wanda says, what temperature is your air fryer on? I took it down to 320. I'm going to give it one more minute, and then I'm going to open it up and we'll do the toothpick test. I don't think it's done, but we'll check it. So we have all of the ingredients here. Y'all, I just looked at this. This could be a gift for a family in need. You could buy or order all these ingredients and then give this to a neighbor or a family and give them the recipe or send them the link. The only other thing that she said was optional. Her recipe calls for the canned green beans, but Dollar Tree does have the crispy onions. So if you wanted to do these instead of the canned green beans, this would be a nice little elevated green bean casserole feel. But y'all, I just thought that was beautiful and super sweet. So I think I'm going to do this recipe one day because we have all the ingredients, and then find someone to give it to. But this could be a great shelf-stable way to have a holiday meal and feed an entire family. All right, so I wanted to show that to y'all. And we are going to recreate it with our Cracker Barrel leftovers. Isn't it nice and thoughtful? I thought so too. All right, we're gonna make it with leftovers and see how it comes out. But let's check on our mini loaves because they're looking kind of brown and bubbly. All right, so I'm feeling festive. I had my Christmas headband on yesterday. I also got these at the Dollar Tree. I couldn't help myself. All right, so we're gonna take out the loaves and see how they look. Ooh, they're brown. Hold up, struggle. All right, so they look nice and brown. I'm gonna put a toothpick in. They still look kind of wet to me, so I'm probably gonna put them back in. It's supposed to cook for an hour. I don't think they're done, but since that's the other thing, because the air fryer, the heat source is at the top. Don't forget the bread. I know, banana bread. The heat source is at the top, so it's gonna cook fast from the top. So if you wanted to cook fast, raise it up. If not, lower it down. So I'm gonna do that. But let me get a toothpick, see how these are coming along. Okay. And I don't think it's gonna come out clean. I'm just gonna go in all the way here. Actually, it did. Well, it's still a little bit moist, but what do y'all think? Let's go in this one. It looks a little bit wet. I know it'll continue to cook. Maybe it cooks in half the time. Still kind of wet. Got a little bit on there. All right. So I'm going to put them back in down towards the bottom, but I think they're looking kind of good. Why do I want to take one out for research purposes? I know you're supposed to let it cool and everything, but y'all, what? Honestly, what are we thinking? Drop the temperature and do 2 more minutes. Okay. All right. I'm feeling pretty good about this, y'all. Okay, so let's put them in. And again, my air fryer has the oven style, so it's got different shelves. So we're gonna go all the way down to the floor so it doesn't burn too much on the the top. And then just a couple more minutes. But I think we could take them out, and I think they're good. This would be a beautiful gift they could have dessert with their Dollar Tree, what is that, casserole, turkey casserole? Let me focus, y'all. Okay, these mitts were a good idea, but hold up. They're a little, I would have to go back to the towel, y'all, because I can't pour the little mat.
They're good for the big stuff, but in my little struggle air fryer, one moment. All right. Let's put that all the way. We got one jacked up on the side, but all right. Lower the temperature. We're just going to go down to 300 or 300 and then two minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. All right. So would you all eat this casserole? I mean, you know, some people may not have an option, but I thought this was a wonderful idea. Put it on in warm mode. Okay, you're on your way to Atlanta? Absolutely. I would gift it to you. You could absolutely do that. When you're shopping, you know, think of other people. If you can get this whole meal for under $20, yeah, air fryer would make them dry. I don't think so. It's going to cut off in a couple minutes and then we'll just leave them in there. But I think they look really good. All right, so let's do this. Let's assemble, Avengers Assemble. Let's assemble this casserole and we're going to use it with leftover ingredients. Hello, Grana. And it's not going to be exactly, but I think we can. So if you just hopped in, mashed potatoes on the bottom layer. All right, we have leftover potatoes, green beans on top of that. This is drained French style green beans. All right, and then canned turkey. We're going to drain the turkey and she just kind of breaks it apart. But we're going to use leftover turkey. So I need to chop that up. And then she makes gravy. This is where I'm struggling, but she makes a whole, let's see, a whole pot of gravy. Ew, I'll have to figure that out. Then she makes stuffing. And in the stuffing, she rehydrates cranberries. So you have a little sweet tart in your stuffing mix and puts that on top. Then she's putting some pats of butter and she's gonna bake it. All right, so the only thing I need to prep, I'll just leave this here, my turkey breast from yesterday. I'm just going to chop it up and then we're good to go. I got some sweet potatoes left over, but I just thought this was amazing. Okay, one more minute on the muffins and then we'll take them out. I'm going to switch the cutting board over. Y'all have heard about my two sides on the cutting board. I know you're sick of it. If anybody doesn't know, let me know. I'm just going to put a towel underneath and we're going to chop up our turkey breast. So this was turkey breast flavored really, really good from Cracker Barrel. Don't forget the broth and the potato mix. One moment. So I have all the ingredients to make it from scratch, but I'm not going to do that today. Today's stream is the Hawaiian bread, but I wanted to show this to you all. Okay, our loaf down there is looking really good. But since we have leftovers, I want to try and make this. You would try it, but not for Thanksgiving. Absolutely. Yeah, if you're able to have the full Thanksgiving, I think that's wonderful. But you know, I always think about truckers and nurses and students, and not everybody has access to a kitchen. Not everybody has, you know, we got seniors. Not everybody has access to what we have. So it is nice to, you can make it for somebody. Maybe they're, you know, limited mobility, or maybe they're recovering. You just never know. We have so much to be thankful for. Or, you know, if they don't have money, you could buy the ingredients and give them the whole thing. Add $1.25 for the pan. And then they can feed their family. You know, I just think about it as a mother, like how heart-wrenching it would be when your kids are home from school and it's the holidays and you don't have anything. Thank you all for the likes. Thank you for 16,500 likes. All right, so this is our leftover turkey breast from Cracker Barrel. So we're gonna make a casserole. And then when we put this together, I'll switch and take the banana nut muffin loaves out, and I'll just make this in the air fryer, and I'll just post a picture of how it comes out later. This is a bonus. We have 20 more minutes on banana bread. This is a long one tonight, all right?
All right, so we have our chopped up turkey. So I am going to, since I'm making the leftover version, I'm going to do it in this small loaf pan. If you're following the ingredients per hers, you would do the big like roasting tray. All right, so I'm just gonna put some parchment paper on this, and I saw a little hack. I usually do the spray with the parchment paper. Oh, it's over there, I need to reach it, but all right, also got this from the Dollar Tree. It's parchment paper and it's in the sheets so it fits your pan, but it's treated with silicone, so it's great for non-stick. Let's move the knife out of the way. But you know, when you put it in here, it just bounces out. So I saw you can wet it and then crumble it up. Grana says, how do you like the silicone bakeware? I don't use it often because I'm not really a baker, but it seems to be working well. Why don't we take that out? Because I'm just nervous that they're gonna dry out or something. Let me get a cooling rack. Oh, sorry, y'all. All the baking stuff is down yonder. All right, so let's get our silicone out, and I'm just gonna put them on the cooling rack for now, and then we'll tend to them in a moment. All right, careful. All right, I'll pop them out in a moment. I'm just gonna take them out of the air fryer. They still look nice and moist. These are the plain Hawaiian banana nut muffins or banana nut loaves. All right, so you all can see. You got some silicone bakeware. Yeah, it's gonna pop out really nicely. So I'm just gonna let them cool, and then we'll make our casserole and we'll take them out. All right, so air fryer done long before the oven, but we got 18 minutes on the oven. Let me just move this fruit basket back. And again, welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. We're on the bonus round now. We are making Hawaiian banana nut bread. This one was done in the air fryer in silicone, so I'm just gonna put it behind me and let it cool, and we'll take them out. You love your silicone cupcakes? Absolutely. But yeah, they're looking really good. Honestly, I probably would have taken them out before, but we got the chunks of banana and a nice little crusty top. That's my favorite part. I'm team texture. All right, so we're gonna let these cool while we work on our turkey casserole, Thanksgiving casserole. So I'm just gonna wet this and crumble it up. I saw it on the internet. Hopefully everybody's doing well. DS says yum. Yeah, it looks good. They look great, don't they? All right, so we have our wet and crumpled silicone. I don't even know if you need to do this, but we will. And I guess, you know, it'll stay in here and kind of keep its shape or something. All right. The first layer was mashed potatoes. Now I just got my getting water on myself. I just got my leftovers out of the fridge. So these mashed potatoes are kind of cold. I'm going to put a spoon in them and see how. Actually, let me just microwave the whole thing just so it's going to be a little bit more pliable. Don't they look good? They look yummy, don't they? All right, let's just put this in for a minute. Not too long. Is it empty? Y'all never know. Because we need to kind of spread the mashed potato out on this casserole. Diaz is saying yum. All right, let me take them out for y'all. I want to taste one so bad. But we're just going to put them on the cooling rack. And then we'll come back, give Team Sweet a treat, and then we'll come back. But yeah, y'all. You can see the nuts in there and everything. Hot! I think this one's breaking. Hold up. All right, this is probably why you let it cool, right? Can you tell I'm not a baker? This one is broken, so we may have to try it for research purposes. So bad. All right. The other. Oh, this one's tearing too. That one's tearing. Let's let it cool a little bit more. Oh, this one. All right, this one looks like it's ready to come out. The recipe says let it cool for 10 minutes. Clearly, Yeah, this one looks a little bit wet, but I think it's okay. You got nice little chunks of banana. All right. So, not bad. And these are starting to come undone. So just let those cool. And then I want to taste it so bad. So bad. Trying to save my calories for tonight. Ah! What's a girl supposed to do? Okay, so we just microwaved our leftovers for a minute. Welcome in. This is Food Talk TV, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. We are making Hawaiian banana nut bread. We have our loaf in the oven, 15 more minutes, all right? So I just microwaved. In the meantime, we're doing a Thanksgiving casserole with leftovers just because we got time to bake. All right, so we're gonna see if we can get our mashed potato in here. And yesterday I had everything catered from Cracker Barrel. So this is the catered mashed potatoes, but this could be any mashed potato that you have, or you can make it fresh. So we just went over the ingredients. And this is gonna be kind of lopsided with the proportions. I'm just trying to use everything, and if it's good, find somebody to give it to. All right, so we're just gonna kind of spread this all the way to the sides. All right, and kind of smooth it out. So just think like your 7-layer dip or anything. All of them give their lives for research. I know, y'all. Oh my God, I'm so bad. I love to taste. Clearly, I like to eat, right? But I'm working on it. But yeah, I like to taste as I go, so I just got to really watch it. Okay, so we got our mashed potatoes on here. We got some extra. This is so bad. So bad. I just want to taste, from yesterday, just to make sure they taste just like they did yesterday. Good. Not warm, but warm enough to spread out. All right, so we have our first layer of mashed potato. After the mashed potatoes, she used green beans, all right? So I have the leftover Cracker Barrel green beans. I'm gonna use the whole thing, all right? And I have a little bit of water on this side here, so I'm just gonna drain it in the sink because you're supposed to use canned green beans. And she uses French style in her recipe, but this is just, I'm in the South. You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit, all right? This is what we got. So I'm just gonna spread the green beans all over the mashed potatoes. All right, so again, maybe this is an idea for your Thanksgiving leftovers, or you can get all these ingredients at the Dollar Tree. One lonely green bean for research. Cold, but tasty. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to Food Talk TV. We're at 17,000 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 20. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're tapping and sharing. Food Talk TV has different cooking content every day of the week, and I'm with you all Fridays at 4 Central, 5 Eastern. All right. So on our second layer, we have our mashed potatoes first, and then green beans. All right. So we're making our leftover casserole. All right. After the green beans, what does she do next? The turkey. All right. So she uses canned turkey. So you all saw, I just chopped up, I had 1 turkey breast left over. So I'm just going to scoop up the whole thing, and I'm going to put turkey all over our casserole. Honestly, okay, would this be bad? I was about to say, if you had Thanksgiving and you had leftovers, you could make this and give away your leftovers. But is that bad? Is that like regifting? If I made a whole new dish, I think the boys would eat it. Like if I took this to the boarding house, we have one in boarding school, or Marcus works out with the Marines, I think they would eat it. Would y'all eat that? All right, let's clean this up. We got our turkey on here, looking good. I don't know, maybe that's janky. I was told to be ready by 7. So I'm over here just running my mouth. I hope I'm not in trouble. Okay, anyway, we have our turkey. This is a white meat turkey breast. This is Cracker Barrel. and it's seasoned really well. Just took it out and chopped it up. I think we already had a piece for research. Delightful. Next is where I'm going to struggle. It's the gravy. Let me get the cooktop really quick. I'm going to mix my gravies and maybe add a little bit of water just to make it pourable. So in her recipe, she has a whole pack of gravy, and you want to pour it over the whole tray to get everything, as they say, sopped up and delicious. Love, Bob. Thank you for the compliment. Yes. Today is a very special day. I'm going out for dinner, so I do have a dinner date, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you all some content tonight. Let's get the sauce pot. All right. So we got 10 minutes on the loaf. All right. I shouldn't have given away all that gravy. Did I keep any of it? It's okay. I'm just checking. Make sure I didn't put it in another container. All right. So this is what we got. We got some struggle. This was we got a lot more than this. This was the gravy that came from Cracker Barrel. It was like 2 big containers. But here's the hack I forgot to tell y'all yesterday. I set the table with to-go containers like this. So I allow myself to enjoy for the day, and then everybody who comes over, you're gonna make a plate to go. Hold up, let's turn this down. And I have some mushroom gravy left over. I'm just gonna add to it. I know, but that way you're not eating on it over and over and over again. This is kind of over full, so I'm gonna stir this together. We got turkey gravy and beef gravy. This is what we got, all right? So I'm just gonna add some water to this. Is this janky? Shake it up so bad. And somebody asked, what was the first layer? Mashed potatoes. All right, so let me get a spoon and stir it up. And so, yes, first layer was mashed potato. All right, so I'm just gonna stir this up, and we're gonna have our gravy. Whatever gravy you got. I'm a little low on gravy, but I think this will work. I just want to combine it. Watch it not combine. We got beef mushroom and turkey gravy. You will be all right. Everybody's doing good. Thank you all so much for being here. We are at 18,300 likes. Let me turn it up just a little bit. Welcome to Food Talk TV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. Today we are making Hawaiian banana bread. We have our loaves done. I think they look really good. We have our mini loaves done. All that's left is the big one in the oven. And we'll take that out in 7 minutes. Because it's cooking for an hour or baking for an hour, I wanted to show you all a second recipe that you can try. This is the Dollar Tree dinners. And she made a Thanksgiving casserole. All right. So this is good. It tastes okay. It actually tastes good. I'm just trying to see if I can get some of the clumps up. But we're recipe testing with leftovers, all right? So again, this could be something you give away. So I just wanted to combine. And then what we have is mashed potato, and then green beans, and then turkey, all right? Substitute with whatever you like. And then I'm just gonna do like she did. I'm gonna pour the gravy over all of it. Let me move the stovetop just in case I make a mess. All right. So let's pour the gravy and try and get it on everything. Y'all, I think this is actually gonna come together quite nicely. And the gravy has got that turkey flavor, plus it's got the beef flavor. This was Campbell's beefy mushroom soup. So these little chunks of brown are mushroom from the condensed soup. And I just added a splash of water. I'm just covering all of the turkey, especially on the sides where any of that white meat might still look a little bit dry. We don't want it ashy. We want it all nice and juicy. So get all that covered up. And just a little bit of food styling. Move your mushroom out of the way. I think that looks really good, y'all. All right.
So we just put some gravy over all of it. Y'all, why do I want to taste it?
Like right now. I know it's not done yet, but I want to scoop. So greedy. Okay, focus, Maggie. All right. And then next is the stuffing. Now, okay, I got some struggle stuffing left over. I'm going to just kind of crumble it on top. You're going to try this for dinner tonight? Yeah, I wanted to give you all something for your leftovers. We got 5 minutes on banana bread. Y'all, I want to like, so bad. Okay. The last layer is stuffing. So she made a whole bag of stuffing. We went over all the ingredients and she used chicken broth instead of water. So you have that extra flavor. We have some leftover cornbread stuffing. This is also a Cracker Barrel. So I'm just going to kind of fluff it up. Uh-oh, got some on the iPad. Oops. I'm just going to kind of fluff it up and we're going to put it on top and see if we can get a whole layer. I'm going to break it up a little bit and see if I can. Oh, but she did the cranberry. She mixed the cranberries in there. Hold up, y'all. She used dry cranberry. Because I want the layers, do I want to fold this in here? All right. I'm going to put this. I just added the cranberries. I was wondering, should I do like a dollop? All right. Put the cranberry in there, or you could just put it on top if you wanted like really clean layers. And then just kind of gently stir it together. And I'm just going to put this all over the top, almost like a crumb top, and then I'll spread it. And y'all, this is, I would eat this. It'll work. Yeah. Oh, sorry, y'all. Probably a little bit low on the stuffing, but if you kind of get it to the edge, and then she just put some butter or margarine. I think I bought some margarine too. I feel like I don't need any, but I guess you put some on there so it doesn't completely brown. Now this was cranberry sauce. She actually used cranberries, so it was more like the fruit instead of the sauce, but I'm okay with the sauce. We're trying it. Y'all want to taste this so bad. All right. We made it to 21,000 likes. Thank you all so much. All right, we got 2 minutes on banana bread. I'm going to cut some margarine. She just put some pats of margarine on here. And then I'm going to put this in the air fryer, or you could cover it up. And this could be a gift to someone. So 3 different options. You could give them the ingredients and let them make it themselves. You could prepare it and then they could just bake it so that it's nice and warm and fresh for them. Or you could bake the whole thing and then cover it in foil and gift it to someone. All right, so this was the recipe. I'm gonna taste this. I'm gonna go in, y'all. The side. Don't talk about me. Just for research purposes. And it's not even cooked. But nothing's raw. All right, fix the corner. Greedy. Let's get some margarine. Oh my God, it was so good. All right, she said margarine. I know some of y'all are like, use real butter. I'm just making it her way. If you have butter, absolutely use butter. But we're just gonna put a few pats of margarine on here. And then I'm gonna put it in the air fryer and see what happens. And you all can follow up for part 2. So I did also get this at the Dollar Tree. I'm just trying to use all Dollar Tree ingredients. So I'm gonna go light. I don't think it needs that much. 1 minute on banana bread, and then we will be done. This was a long one tonight, but let me get 2 spoons. So you all can see at the very end, she puts like pats of margarine on there. I would probably omit this, honestly. I mean, I think it's rich enough on its own, but this will kind of cook and go down in there. So you have a nice little, see what she does? She puts all those pats of butter on there. It looks great. Thank you. Let's just do one more in the middle. I think that's fine. I think that's plenty. And I would probably omit that, but. And then I am going to put this in the air fryer and just let it brown. And that is the goal. Let's see if she covers it. Does she bake it covered or uncovered? She puts it on there. Oh, uncovered in the oven. And I think she does like 300 for 40 minutes. 7 seconds and we are done. So this is going to go in. All right, y'all, banana bread is done. Perfect time. Let me just get you some new foil and turn off the timer and turn off the oven. Looks good. All right. I'm thinking, how am I gonna, I'm going out for dinner, but this, I don't know, y'all. I just think about others and I just think this would be such, like if you had visitors or, you know, people just don't have. So this is what we have. All right. Thank you all so much, Mustard Queen. So I'm going to do this in the air fryer, but you could absolutely do it in the oven. Thank you all so much. All right. So let's put this in and get our loaf out. And she says 400. All of that for $11.20. 430 minutes. So let's just do 400, but we won't do 30 minutes. And let's get this out. All right, 15 minutes. All right, everybody. Since everything's cooked, really you're just having it come together because there's nothing raw in there. These was all Thanksgiving leftovers. So just giving you all some ideas. All right, where's my other one? And let's take out Marcus's loaf and let it cool, and we'll take the other minis out. Oh, it looks so cute. Looks like a little baby Hershey. Oh, smells really good. All right, let me close the oven and we'll put this on the cooling rack. And then we'll see how our minis are looking and definitely taste one. Y'all, I'm struggling. Okay. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. I wish I had put this on parchment paper. I would take the whole thing out. All right. So, ooh, I hear somebody at the door. I might have to go. All right. Let's see how our banana bread is looking. One second. Oh, hey. Okay. All right, let me wrap this up. All right, y'all. Banana bread is done. We had the other 2 loaves. My dinner date has arrived. Yes, it's my birthday and we're going out for dinner. So I was told to be ready at 7. All right. Now these are a little bit soft. I think the ones in the middle, okay, this one kind of broke. Oh, let me show them. Hold on. Look what I did.
Oh no.
This is your banana bread. So much fun. Do you want to try one?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Go for it. I just took them out. I made a big loaf, but this one I made some mini. So this one I took out a little too soon. But I love your recipe.
Something we found out accidentally years ago by making bread.
Uh-huh.
Made a lot of it. You might know this.
Uh-huh.
You let it get cool about like here.
Uh-huh.
Wrap
am going to try a little piece, then I'm going to let you all go. My Airbnb guests just arrived, so I was making their recipe. Oh, we got time? Okay. You want to try some? All right, y'all. I was told we're okay. This one was the struggle banana bread. They said to take it out and wrap it and freeze it. I don't think it's going to last that long, but let's go in. Let's go in plain, and then we're going to go in with some margarine. Y'all, now I'm not gonna lie, maybe just a few more minutes on the inside. However, when I tell y'all, I'm here for team texture.
Bread is excellent.
It's excellent. Thank you so much for the recipe. Y'all, my recipe originators have approved. And on that, you want the towel. Y'all on this daggone towel. All right, let me find one for you. I'm over here celebrating. Even on my birthday, y'all gonna make me swing this towel. This daggone banana bread, it's so good. Okay, so my struggle loaves, the ones in the middle, they were a little bit soft, not bad, really good. The ones on the edge with the silicone cooked really, really well. What did I make? I made Hawaiian banana nut bread. All right, so let's see if I can get Marcus's out. I'm nervous. Should I try? It's been about 10 minutes. It's so good, y'all. One more. It's moist. It is crispy on the outside. It's so good. Looks delicious. Oh, wow. This chocolate is really like not overpowering, but it's kind of powerful. All right. Let's see if it's going to release. I'm nervous. I'm just going down the sides. This one baked for an hour. This is for Marcus, and these are for Mr. Whew. All right, we got it. I'm not gonna cut into it because I'm gonna give this to Marcus, but we have yes, Marcus wanted a chocolate chip banana bread, but I put Hershey's. What is the recipe? We're gonna close out. I'll hold it up if you want to screenshot it. It's also on foodtalktv.com. So this was a gift to me from my Airbnb guests. They gave me a pineapple banana bread. I asked for the recipe. 3 cups of flour. This is not a substitute. 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup pecan, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Mix all of your dry in the big bowl. Next bowl, 3 beaten eggs. It says 2 cups of ripe banana, which for me was 3 mashed up banana. Y'all, it was 1.5 cups of oil. I did a half cup of oil. Anyway, it's fine. 1 cup crushed pineapple, drained. 2 teaspoons vanilla. Mix all the wet. Mix the wet and the dry. Spray the pan. Bake at 350 for an hour. And we just did. Cool for 10 minutes and then remove and put on a cooling rack. All right. So I need to get pictures and a video for Food Talk TV. And then this other thing that I made, this casserole, it's still doing its thing, but my company is here. Today is a very special day, so I'm going to let you all go. But thank you so much. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. Oh, thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate that. And I will be going out for a very special dinner, and I will post what we have on my page later. So make sure you subscribe to Food Talk TV, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. 49, and I'm looking forward to 50. Thank you. All right, let's see how we end this. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much. I missed the super chats. Thank you, Killis, for the $20. Thank you, Wanna Be Natural, for the $20. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Loose Goose, for the $20. You all are so kind. Tomorrow is the actual birthday stream. Tomorrow I will be reviewing the cruise. A lot of y'all were interested in the cruise. I'm going to go over all of that tomorrow. But yes, good night, everyone. This is wonderful. We made a casserole and a banana bread for Marcus. So I guess he said wrap it in some plastic wrap. So I'll take some pictures and then wrap it, and then we're going to go out to dinner. And I'm going to enjoy my birthday. So thank you all so much. If I missed you, if I missed your comments, I'm so sorry. But my stream tomorrow, I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern. So after we do the wife lessons, then I will do a relaxed stream. We'll celebrate the birthday. Oh. Oh, I forgot. Somebody wanted to see it. I can't remember who. I need to put my belt on. But so I have a little belt to go with it. So this is the birthday fit and a white belt. All right, everybody. Let me get myself together and see you all. Thank you so much, everybody. See you tomorrow. All right. You love it. Kate Spade. Thank you. I feel I'm getting the eyeballs. I gotta go. All right. Instagram. Thank you so much. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you all.